All right, we're back. So Lars, tell me about in terms of your own personal guitar style and stuff. Like, what will change in terms of the El Camino sound for the next record?
What will change? I don't know. I think if anything, I'm just gonna bring the way that I've written songs in the past to the band today. I've always been strong on on melodies and hooks, and that was really what attracted me to the El Camino songs in the first place years ago. I've known these guys for a long time, and I've always felt that the strength of the band was really their songwriting. They have great big songs, and they've got a really good singer, and that connects it really well for me. So I just like to continue that tradition, really.
Mm.
Just come in and bring in more hooks, more melodies, and write a bunch of cool songs like that. Yeah.
And so far with Lars in the last 6 months, we've noticed a distinct more of a wall of sound. There's much more power, and he's got the shiniest guitar, I think, in Atlanta. We like that.
So then the songwriting. What is your songwriting process?
Well, just last weekend, I think me and Lars sat on the deck and had a couple of whiskey drinks and opened up the book of ideas and flipped around in there until we kind of like got on the same page with an idea about destiny, I think is what it was.
Sure.
And then what we'll do is like somebody will have certain paragraph or some ideas written about something, and then I'll have the same kind of thing, and we'll kind of like match up the ideas, and then go and then somebody will have a riff, and then just start trying to put them together, and as things start meshing and getting together, we get more excited, and then we know what to do with it, and then the El Camino-ness of it starts coming out, and then we just kind of push it into the direction that we know what we need to do, and then we'll take it down to the band and fire it up, and that's when you can tell if it's a good song or not, because once you put the El Caminos on it, it's just smoking or not, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. So I'm going to pull a James Lipton here by asking your opinion on a quote. I think Don Henley said once that a great band isn't a democracy, but it sounds like you would disagree with that.
Oh, well, we've been trying to make sure that everybody, the El Caminos is like a brotherhood for more so than a lot of other bands. I mean, when we started, we were all, I don't know, 20 in our 20s. And, we were all living together, and we did the whole thing, drinking together, riding around in the van. We didn't have cell phones, and there wasn't any kind of like, we had to stop at a telephone booth to check with the club. We didn't have a GPS, and there wasn't any of this easy stuff. It was like riding around, and we just kind of became brothers that way. And so, growing up together and be going through all that and watching everybody get married and get older and get jobs, and it just makes you, appreciate the fact that you have friends in your band, as well as, an awesome guitar player, awesome drummer, awesome bass player, and then you realize that you're lucky, and you want to make sure everybody is into the whole process of everything, so that you can keep it going in that positive direction.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, and I agree that like days are four guys who see each other at shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll have a show, you'll call up,
Right.
and then you see each other then, and then you don't see each other till next time. And it's not a band. It's four people who know each other, play music together. And so it's good to hear that that still exists.
Yeah, we're still pretty good family style punk rock.
That's what I noticed when I came in too. That these guys were not only great musicians and good songwriters, all in their own right, but they've been friends for such a long time. And it's just a pleasure to be part of that and really continue that tradition. Everybody really writes in this band, and that's I think that's one of the cool things about it.
Yeah, we make
That's
sure
rare,
that everybody
yeah.
gets represented on the record. I mean, if you look at the Raised by Wolves, I can go down and tell you who wrote what and who played guitar, who came up with the guitar riff on this. I just know it. So like on the next record, I'm sure it's going to be the same way. Like, Paulie hit this riff, Craig made this one up, Lars brought this in, I wrote that, blah blah blah, all the way down the line, and we just go back and forth, trade music and ideas and lyrics until we got, the stack and we're ready to record.
Right.
Awesome. Cool. So let's listen to another track real quick. This one's The Hard Way. Is that right?
Yep.
So tell me about this song real quick.
This is a song. The Hard Way is kind of like from the perspective of an older, wiser Camino, looking back into the high school days, giving like just a slight warning to the young would-be snobbery of high school.
Cool. So this is track 3, The Hard Way.